I gotta cool down after that. I gotta relax.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and
Yo,
show you how
there's
they were
three of them
made.
now?
I'm James A. Janice.
I'm Chelsea Rebecca.
And I'm Zora.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle, trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and craving.
And due back by noon on the third day, Gavoyich.
And today, all three of us will be looking at the VHS franchise, starting with the original VHS released in 2012. VHS
is a movie in the
anthology
loosest
film.
sense of the word.
No, this isn't gonna work
I thought
out.
it was like, isn't that analog horror or
how
whatever?
about I kick things off myself and then I'll bring you guys back for the various segments?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I've got a Saw marathon to start, so.
Wow.
Oh, sounds fun. I'm gonna go see my kid.
I want to watch
I
Saw.
was like, I didn't know that was my cousin, bro. Oh my god. That's like...
Watch my kid.
VHS is an anthology horror film, meaning it's
What is that,
comprised
yo?
of various standalone segments. We've kill counted the format before with the Tales from the Hood
Kill
trilogy.
Count is so
Here,
fire.
the segments are connected through
used to
their
watch
found
Bruce
footage
watch it.
style, with each story represented by a videotape and shot with different kinds of cameras. Different filmmakers made each segment, and it's honestly a who's who of modern horror. It is impressive how many of these people went on to helm major franchises and make modern classics. VHS was developed by Brad Miska, founder of the horror website Bloody Disgusting. He approached the project as a trust fall exercise, allowing the filmmakers almost complete creative control over their segments. They were each given the same budget and the same set of rules. They had to justify why the characters were filming themselves, and they had to keep the effects as practical as possible. It was a successful formula, and was quickly followed by VHS 2 and VHS Viral. Like all
Bro, I dead can't get that shit out of my head, bro. That was my cousin. I can't get it out. I can't, like... I'm trying, like... I gotta switch countries.
anthology films, each VHS movie is a mixed bag, but almost all of them have good to great
damn.
segments. And I'm glad the series returned a few years ago with a second trilogy, VHS 94, VHS 99, and VHS
I've
85,
never
each
heard of
tied
a movie
together
named
by the year in
VHS.
which the segments take place. The series continues this year with another new direction, since VHS Beyond comes out this fall. While I enjoyed the franchise, especially that recent trilogy, this first one is definitely not for
Whoa, now.
everyone. The filmmaking talent is unimpeachable, but it's just overwhelmingly rapey, to be honest. To be clear, I'm not accusing any of these filmmakers of condoning that behavior. These are clearly characters who are meant to be despised.
It's definitely a movie from, it's kind of about the male gaze.
But the repeated sexual assaults and harassment feels extra gross and hard to watch because of the found footage aspect.
did
It
I
makes
agree
the
to watch?
segments feel like videos uploaded to the nastier parts of the internet. And yeah, the bad guys eventually get their comeuppance, but that doesn't make it easier to watch as they victimize young women. Aside from those elements, which again are relentless,
How many goddamn titties, bro? Shit.
VHS is a great exercise in low-budget filmmaking. Its grimy amateur look pulls everything together cohesively and helps ground the film in reality. Don't be scared away if this first film is too brotastic for you. The franchise sheds that tone as it goes on and delivers some amazing creative shorts. But of course, it's all gotta start somewhere, and that somewhere is here. How many home video homicides will this collection contain? Let's find out and get to the kills. The movie begins by pressing play. Damn, that's a nostalgic shade of blue. It's the color of VCRs and infomercial order screens. Some asshole is secretly recording a sex tape and gets in trouble when his date notices, since, that's a fucking crime. The video's been mostly taped over with the antics of him and his
People
shitty
did do
friends.
that?
They spend their time searching for asbestos and, oh great, sexually assaulting women in parking garages. They are just the worst fucking dudes. They're like a non-lovable version of the Jackass crew.
So this is why people choose the bear over us.
With creative pranks replaced by rage and shitty mustaches. This group makes money selling their footage to internet pervs, but leader Gary, he of the trash stash, is dreaming of bigger scores. He says
Oh,
an
he
anonymous
looks like
client
one.
has hired them to steal a videotape from a spooky old house. When they get inside, they find a room full of TVs being watched by the homeowner, who's become a couch potato corpse. Some of the guys start searching the house, including in the basement, where there might be someone running around. Maybe they're just looking for a bucket of paint, because let me tell you, there's a whole bunch of those down there. There are also a bunch of VHS tapes, too many to know which one they're supposed to steal, so I guess they should start watching them. In the dead guy TV room, Brad gets to work, hoping to find whatever it is they're looking for. Oh shit, that's the exact VCR I owned as a kid. Or one of them, anyway. Always had at least two to bootleg the horror movies I rented. Yeah, I know, young me was a pirate, but hey, I think I've more than made up
So
for
it's
that
been
now.
in
Brad
the bloodline, bro. First of all, we all know we don't watch this for the actual kill count. We watch it for the breakdown of the movie. So he know what this has been him. This has been what he doing. Damn.
It's up the movie's
Since
first
birth,
segment,
boy.
Amateur Night. Shane and Patrick have set their friend Clint up with a new pair of specs.
They're dork glasses.
These are video glasses, bitch. dude.
Fucking
Fucking, there's a camera in
video
that
glasses.
shit. There's a fucking mic in that shit.
These bawdy boys are gearing up for a wild night out and plan to use the glasses to secretly record themselves hooking up with chicks, which, again, is a crime. I think this segment is great, but it is rough getting
that's
so
creativity,
frat-core
boy.
again right off the bat. What salvages it is the acting, since all three guys feel so real. Shane as the alpha ringleader, Patrick as the hyper-drunk jester, and Clint as the spineless friend who goes along with their plans. They get rowdy with the help of a bartender played by Nicholas Tikoski, who co-wrote this segment with director David Bruckner. Bruckner would go on to make The Ritual, The Night House, and the 2022 Hellraiser reboot. Shane gets his Taylor Swift-looking date sloshed, and Patrick practices for the woman carry relay. Clint catches the wide eyes of a mysterious lady named Lily. Sorry, what was that? Yeah! Wait, what? The group's
That's
antics
like Bumble.
eventually get them kicked out, so the boys drunk drive back to their motel with Lily and Lisa in tow. They head up to their room and start to get grabby with their dates. Lily doesn't like Clint's friends very much.
What are you, like a fucking cat or something?
She only has those big ol' eyes for one guy.
I like you.
Although, did she just breathe on the camera? Yo, I think she knows there's a camera, dude. While they used actual camera glasses for shots in front of mirrors, the device only recorded at 15 frames per second, which looks like shit. For all the other shots, they built a helmet rig to use with a real camera, then tried to match the glitchy aesthetic in post. The hidden cam adds to the tension of this incredibly uncomfortable scene. So does the perpetually cackling Patrick.
I'm just fucking sitting on the couch, dude.
His laugh is like those fucking firecrackers in that scene from Boogie Nights. A constant, obnoxious background noise that keeps everyone on edge. Great drunk acting by Joe Sykes, which might come from exhaustion.
Y'all be
since
watching your
other heavy
homies like-
actors do 20 or more
Would y'all watch y'all homies fuck? Nah, I don't want to see my niggas dick.
takes to get them loopy. Lisa passes out, but that doesn't stop Shane, at least until his friends tell him to knock it off.
She's done, dude. She's done. Don't do it. Stop now.
Good job, guys. You have cleared the absolute lowest bar for human decency. Oh wait, you're still secretly recording chicks. Never mind. Drunk and horny, Shane pulls rank and steps in on Lily instead. He strips her completely naked, exposing her freaky feet in the process. He don't seem to mind. Lily flips the script and takes control of the situation, grabbing Clint for a lick and an invitation to join. Patrick wants to get involved too, but Lily says no. While cowardice Clint runs to the bathroom, Patty Boy strips down and tries to join anyway. He's quickly taught that no means no.
She really just fucking bit me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, and that's only the beginning for your stupid naked ass. They watch as Lily's back gets gross and she lays into Shane. Not in the way he wants either. She straddles him while she tears him apart. Then she sticks her foot in his mouth. Careful, Lily, some dudes are into that. Finally, she yanks him off the bed to finish with an off-screen molly.
He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, good riddance. Clint hides with Patrick, who arms himself with a shower rod. When they emerge, Lily's really feeling herself with a disturbing dance number. Pat interrupts it, earning his own gory flory makeout sesh, complete with a not-so-happy ending. Wow, took the junk right off that trash boy. Clint escapes the room and makes a run for it, but takes a tumble down the stairs. It breaks his wrist right through the skin and leaves him waylaid for Lily, who's creeping on a come-up, Bone Thugs style. She gives him a glimpse of her true form.
I like you.
Looking like a Navi with an open head wound. English actress Hannah Fierman's unsettling performance absolutely makes this segment. She'd reprised the role of Lily in Siren, a feature-length adaptation of Amateur Night. Lily tries to show Clint just how much she likes him, but he rejects her advances, causing her to crawl away and cry in the corner. He flees into the parking lot, screaming for help, but before he can get any, he's lifted off the ground and sails through the sky, thanks to a fully transformed Lily. Look at her go! To achieve this shot, the camera was placed inside a plastic case and floated up with helium balloons.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Lily's flying and Clint's legs were separate elements filmed against a green screen and added to the footage. I'll go ahead and count Clint as dead, even though we don't see it, since his glasses fall off his face and end the segment on the street below. Oh, man, that means we're back with these assholes. In the framing narrative, Brad has mysteriously disappeared, and since we never see him again, I'll add him to the count right now as well. His buddy Rox finds the camera, and instead of looking for him, takes over tape watching duties. He doesn't notice that the dead guy behind him has joined in to watch the show too.
Hey, Molly needs a walk and Lucy needs pets.
Oh,
so.
Well, that sounds like a great time to clock out and let you take over for the next segment.
Rox pops in the next tape, beginning the segment Second Honeymoon. It's a tape made by newlyweds Sam and Stephanie.
Hi. This is,
Chelsea. I'm Chelsea. Please watch the podcast. They're taking a romantic Route 66 road trip, which James and I did the same year this movie came out when he moved to LA. In fact...
Yo, tell me about the movie. Tell me about the movie.
I immediately clocked this place as Oatman, Arizona.
No, the cousin just texted me. The cousin just texted me. The cousin just texted me.
One road mountain town with fewer than 100 people and donkeys that freely roam the street. Just like Stephanie, I too enjoyed petting the donkeys. They head east to
I'm gonna act stupid, bro. I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna say, nah, I don't even have you on snap. I gotta lie.
Williams, Arizona, where they meet a fortune-telling jiggle-billy.
Command Sir Dangling, huh?
A printout gives Stephanie a glimpse of her future. A happy reunion with a loved one will make life all that you wanted or dreamed it to be. Also, Sam, take my advice. This is your chance to gamble, and you need to gamble hard. Go play some craps tomorrow. Find a $25 minimum bet table. At exactly 11:07 p.m., you're gonna want to place a 2 or 12 bet. Bet at least $100. At least $100, and then get the fuck out of there. Also, in 2017, the Patriots are going to be down 28-9 at the Super Bowl. Stephanie is played by Sophia Takal, a writer-director who's done some well-received horror films and also the 2019 Black Christmas. Sam remembers what movie he's in and insists that Stephanie needs to let him film her boobs.
Take your sweatshirt off. I have a really good idea.
And Sam doesn't stop after a single suggestion. He just absolutely has to see her thingies on tape.
Please don't do this.
What?
I just said I didn't want you to record something like this.
Dude, at some point you gotta realize your choice is either getting your penis touched or not, so just put down the damn camera. It makes him pretty easy to hate, although I do sympathize with how much he wants to stop at a casino.
I just really badly want to play craps.
I love craps too. You know what they say, it's like the really fun game. Yeah, exactly. His titty tantrum is interrupted by a knock, so Sam checks who their visitor could be. He says the girl claimed to be a hitchhiker looking for a ride. Well, it couldn't be Lily then. She handles transportation herself. It's a little creepy, but he's willing to shake it off.
I wasn't like afraid she was gonna hurt me, but she was just like weird.
Also, she asked if Tamara was home. He wants to ignore it and hope she's gone the next day, so the two of them go to bed. That night, the footage picks back up on Sam while he's asleep, but it's not Stephanie behind the camera, as revealed when it pans over to her sleeping as well. I truly love this moment. It's an incredibly simple but clever scare that uses the found footage format to great advantage. The unseen intruder teases blood spill by caressing Stephanie with a switchblade. Good thing she's wearing cute underwear. The intruder doesn't realize it, but if they pull the blankets down on Sam too, he's got a matching pair. Then they do some pants pilfering and steal some money from Sam before ending the night by dipping Sam's toothbrush in the toilet bowl. Someone breaking in to do slightly malevolent but not deadly pranks is genuinely scary to me. I can't explain why I hate this more than this. The next day, the oblivious couple gets back on the road.
Oh, they're a couple. That's some fake, ain't? I'm not gonna say that.
That voice on the radio was from sound designer Graham Resnick, who would go on to write the supermassive games Until Dawn and The Quarry. Resnick frequently works with Ty West, who wrote and directed this segment long before he made X, Pearl, and Maxine. Back then, he was still the slow burn indie horror guy with cult hits like House of the Devil. West originally didn't want to do VHS until he heard who the other filmmakers were.
And if it was people I didn't know, I probably would have been more reluctant.
He was inspired by verite documentaries and wanted to aim for a snuff film vibe. He took a road trip to come up with ideas, which became the idea itself, then recreated it and filmed the short over a 4-day weekend. The couple arrives at the Grand Canyon, and I'm not talking about that dude's butt crack from the first segment. This footage of them is the closest any of these segments get to feeling like a true crime documentary. It's like the last known footage of a happy couple before something goes horribly fucking wrong. The fun times are soured when Sam notices the missing money and accuses Stephanie of taking it.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
That was crazy.
You decided to treat yourself.
If you with somebody, your money is y'all's money, bro. I'm not gonna lie, so it won't really be that deep.
Yeah, dude, she's gotta keep buying toothbrushes because someone keeps dipping them in poop water. That night, they stay in seemingly the exact same motel room, which I believe was in Flagstaff, Arizona. They're visited again by the mystery intruder who stabs Sam in the neck with their switchblade. It's a bloody, gurgly kill interspersed with shots of the winding road. It's simple but surprisingly violent. As the killer washes her hands off, she's revealed to be Stephanie's murderous lover, the supposed hitchhiker chick who...
Yo, what? Yo.
Her hands off, she's revealed to be Stephanie's murderous lover, the supposed hitchhiker chick who'd been following them. Good for them, I guess. I hope they get to play craps too.
Leave the desk job behind and train for a career that fits your lifestyle. At Universal Technical Institute, we offer a
Segment ends as Stephanie asks if their snuff film's been erased. We cut back to Rox, who doesn't realize the corpse behind him has disappeared. Ringleader Gary is still looking for the one true tape in the basement with his other cameraman Zach, who shot the sleazy sex tape in the opening. They don't find it, but the movie heads straight into the next segment after that, which means I'm going on lunch. Soren, your shift.
What? Already? Okay. Is this lime shrimp?
He's like warding off the siege.
Tuesday after Friday the 13th? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Good! As its name suggests, this is a slasher throwback written and directed by Irish filmmaker Glenn McQuaid. He was the director of an inadvertent Hellboy and Tall Man crossover, I Sell the Dead. And that movie also starred Larry Fessenden, whose farm in the Catskills is where this segment was shot. Oh, and hey, let's just get this out of the way right now. Yep, there's the boob zoom and the crotch shot. Great. Can we just grow up a little and move on, please? Okay, thank you very much. You are filming my crotch, aren't you? Yep, you are. This is your standard group of stereotypes. There's Joey the jock, who looks like the love child of Chris Pratt and Shane from Smosh.
Is that Auto One's Out?
Spider, the man nerd without any power or responsibility, and Samantha the hot chick, who's implied to be, well, the Samantha of the group.
You seriously want to fuck anything that has two legs with a third tripod in between?
Third tripod? Oh. Guess it would look something like this. Ooh. These Cabin in the Woods second stringers have been brought together by the Danielle Harris looking Wendy under dubious circumstances.
You told me, Wendy, my sweet, that this was just gonna be you and me. And now you've told her that it's gonna be an all-girls trip.
Wendy's actually been to this forest before and mentions that a friend of hers died here recently. And as if to confirm, the camera glitches out to show her body, surprising the viewer and the corpse itself. Say what? The same thing happens later by the river, revealing a floating Jason 7-back corpse, played by writer-director McQuaid.
What's with this camera?
I don't know, but it's got more naked Quaid butt than season 4 of The Boys. The teens smoke some weed, like you do, and Wendy waits till they're good and high to tell them that a non-dude bro party massacre took place here. She should know, of course, because she was the sole survivor. And it's left her kind of weird.
She's the one that You're all gonna fucking die up here.
What?
Honestly, I love that line delivery so much. What? When they press her for details, she laughs it off as a joke, then acts like she pulled a temp fate card in Camp Grizzly and presses Joey to go skinny dipping in the, I guess that's, a lake? Cool, yeah, lake. Sure, we'll go with that. Samantha leaves to take a leak in the forest, and the shitsy bitsy spider tries to film her water spout. And instead of telling him to fuck off, she rewards his voyeuristic videotaping by, I don't know, reenacting Bring It On or something?
Prepare for awesome.
And she does not disappoint as a figure throws a knife through the back of her head, turning her eyeball into that purple Ghostbusters toy I had as a kid. Ah, who am I kidding? I still have it! I keep it unopened because then it's valuable and not fun. Having failed to save the cheerleader and thus the world, Spider tries to be a hero by filming the killer, who shows up on video in a staticky form like the hackers in Unfriended Dark Web. The killer is referred to as the Glitch and makes noises like an old cell phone next to a computer speaker. The Glitch goes after our 8-legged geek who trips and falls, which results in him getting stabbed repeatedly in the forehead by a bunch of artifacting and ultimately pulled off screen. Troma fans might recognize actor Jason Yashanin from Poultrygeist. I, however, do not, because I swore off Troma forever after watching their movie Butt Crack, the tale of a butt crack that melts people's faces. And you know what I melted? The DVD of that movie! Fuck you! The camera is later picked up by Wendy, who seems unfazed by the death of her friends. She catches up to Joey next to the, sorry, lake? We're still calling this retention pond a lake. Honestly, we should just drain that sucker for soccer practice. Anyway, she tries to get Joey to keep his clothes off.
I think we should get back into the lake, fuck each other's brains out, and we could even film it for posterity.
Wow, this one really flipped.
Yeah, she's the one killing niggas.
The script, nice. Wendy says the massacre she survived was done by an unknown evil entity. She admits she brought the group out there as bait, which works since the Glitch approaches Joey from behind and slits his Joey's apple. McQuaid took inspiration from 80s slashers like Friday the 13th, obviously, as well as The Burning. Oh, Jesus, is that George Costanza with hair? Horrifying. McQuaid wanted it to be ambiguous when it came to what the character saw looking at the killer. While he's glitchy on their cameras, on set the killer looked most most like the one from Torso, with additional inspiration from Blood and Black Lace. Having lost her boy, Wendy flies off into the woods. She tries to make the glitch dead in the daylight with a ground mouth and an Evan McMillan special. Neither works for very long, and she still can't get this guy on tape.
So
whatever he looks like.
Why should I film you?
Oh,
why
because he didn't sign.
Why are you running back to it?
Sign the release form. She gets too close and is glitch slapped for her troubles, causing her to flee farther into the forest. After Wendy falls due to gravity, she spots a still living Joey just bumping into objects like a broy Roomba. Roomba? Oh, Roomba, that's the actual name of the product. Well, anyway, add him to the count on my mark. Hold. Now! Oh, looks like Joey's been canceled again. Send Matt LeBlanc my condolences. The glitch catches up to Wendy, who gives him a Julie Jamesian taunt.
Which isn't that intimidating,
What are you waiting for?
Apparently a leftover predator spring trap that drives a metal rod into his head. Wendy then gets up close to gloat. You are one staticky.
Is Wendy like slowing the fucking? Is she in sped classes? Yo, why are you leave?
Motherfucker. But the glitch pulls a disappearing act when she's not looking. It then comes back for one last scare and beats Wendy down with the camera. Extreme close-up. Whoa! He then biggie sizes Wendy's death by carving open her stomach with a knife. And wow, okay, just really getting in there too. Gross. Sorry, Wendy. You know what they say, life's a glitch, and then you die. Back in the house, dead Dr. Phil is back from commercial, and oh wait, where'd Rox go? Oh come on, is that a kill graphic? Another off-screen death for these douche nozzles? Who earns? Gary and Zach return from the basement with a bag full of fresh tapes. Oh bro, did you get Time Cop? Tell me you got Time Cop! Ugh, van damn it! Gary goes to look for his friends, leaving this Zach McCracken to bend his mind around another tape. But looks like I'm on baby duty, so I'm gonna toss this back to my buddy boss James.
Zoran, that's a dog poop bag.
I wrote baby on it.
Of a video call back when they were glitchy and lo-fi. And with a setup like this, you know we're gonna have. Yep, there they are. Low bitrate bitties. Oh, those are egregious boobs too. All up in that camera. Emily's chatting with James, her long distance voice.
Bro, that looks like I don't even.
Those are egregious boobs too. All up in that camera. Emily's chatting.
Yo. I mean, I guess it's skill-based matchmaking though, so
chatting with James, her long-distance boyfriend who's a medical student. They're childhood sweethearts and grew up together until James's father moved his family away for military stuff. Strange things started happening to Emily then, and now they seem to be happening again. She's got bumps on her arm.
It's like this, like a lump under my skin or something.
And bumps in the night.
This is where I heard the footsteps.
Emily might be dealing with a full-on haunting. There are weird little kids slamming her door at night and spooking her in her living room. Y'all see that too, right? What the fuck?
What? That was unnecessarily scary.
I saw that too, right? I love how classically scary this segment is, especially when it uses camera flashes. I always find those effective. What up, Lil Ghost Boy? Despite seeing all these things on their calls, James remains a skeptic.
I mean, I think I saw something, but it could have been anything, Emily. Like, maybe it was like a breeze or something like that.
Emily, meanwhile, continues to be bothered by that lump in her eye. Oh, sick! Whoa, what are you doing, dude? Oh!
That might be a spider bite.
So you did that? What the hell, lady?
You're acting really crazy, all right?
Normally when dude characters say that to women in horror movies, they're dismissing or gaslighting them. But I mean, yeah, dude, that shit's crazy. She needs to stop. Segment writer Simon Barrett was inspired by a long-distance relationship he had just gotten out of. This was the last segment written, and was meant to feel more grounded than the other, more chaotic entries. Also unique to this segment was the lack of improv. The actors mostly followed the script, a huge departure from Swanberg's usual mumblecore directing style. They originally planned to use cameras on a 2x4 rig until they realized screen capture software had gotten good enough to record an actual Skype call. It wound up being a camera-free production, using flashlights for lighting. One night, Emily takes James on a webcam tour as she investigates a noise in her living room. She closes her eyes so she won't get scared.
Emily!
Wow, stop! Sinister in a hurry. Emily collapses, so James steps off his camera and right into her apartment. What? Turns out that relationship was.
Bitch, is this the side nigga? The whole time she had a side nigga? Crazy.
wasn't so long distance after all. Also, turns out these ghost kids ain't ghosts. They're aliens, and they're using Emily as an alien baby incubator? What? And James is helping for whatever reason. Maybe he can help her get a higher quality webcam too. What is this resolution? Like 12? He harvests an alien offspring from her body, then prepares to break her arm and cover the whole thing up as a schizophrenic episode.
I mean, it explains a lot, you know, why.
She's alive? He just carved a baby out of your back. Yo. That looked like he was pulling out her heart. Yo.
Ghosts, why I don't remember running out into the middle of the street that night. I'm just crazy.
Oh shit, forget what I said earlier. This is some galactic level gaslighting. Like the actual original textbook definition of gaslighting. It keeps the poor girl trapped in their relationship.
You deserve to be with someone normal. I don't know what I did to deserve someone. You're so good.
I like how scary and weird this segment is, but the best part of it is Helen Rogers' performance. It might be the best acting in the whole damn movie. She's so good at portraying Emily as self-conscious and sympathetic. The segment ends with the reveal that Emily is just one of several girls in James's fertility phone book. And of course, we're gonna see her boobs too. Oh, VHS, man. Same as it ever was. As the tape runs out, Gary returns to find Zach and the dead guy missing. He follows footsteps deeper into the house and discovers Zach's decapitated body and Zach's decapitated head. He also finds the old guy who's returned as the living dead. He scaries Gary down a flight of stairs before pouncing on him for an off-screen kill. This framing narrative is called Tape 56 and was written by Simon Barrett and directed by Adam Wingard. The duo shot this wraparound before the other segments were even contextualized.
It was building the movie as we were going along, as opposed to we knew exactly what we were doing right away.
It's the only segment shot on actual VHS, and only part of it was, since halfway through filming, their camcorder broke. They had to finish shooting it with mini DV and an iPhone 3. Right after making Tape 56, Barrett and Wingard began production on You're Next. I freaking love that movie, which makes this wraparound segment all the more
I watched You're Next. I tried to watch that damn. That was a long time ago. That might have been almost a year ago. I was trying to watch it with my ex. And I didn't even get through it. It was kind of like doo-doo. We got bored. Damn, that just mad.
Pointing. It has some decent scares, but the criminal sleaze is hard to stomach. As mentioned, Barrett also wrote The Sick Thing That Happened to Emily and played the guy whose girlfriend was assaulted in the parking garage, I think. DP Andrew Draws Palermo, who shot Tape 56 and You're Next, played a random fifth thug helping film the attack. Although I think they might have just accidentally captured him on camera and gave him a credit. Adam Wingard played the first victim, Brad, while the other two hoodlums, Gary and Zach, were played by Kelvin Lee Reeder and Lane Hughes. Both of them also made small appearances in You're Next. That's all good and interesting, but the important thing is, we're done with those assholes. So let's cue up the final segment, which Chelsea specifically requested to cover.
I like it. Upstairs, the VCR starts up on its own to play the final segment. It's called 103198, my favorite Stephen King novel. A group of friends is celebrating Halloween night, with Tyler providing the footage thanks to his nanny cam costume. He's just a dude dressed up as a camera, dressed up as a teddy bear. His housemate makes the right call and stays at home watching Stargate or whatever else was on in 1998.
And you know all this stuff's going down at midnight, right?
Hey, we all know that ended great for the robot lady from Trick or Treat. Tyler joins his boo crew on their way to a monster mash at a spooky old mansion. They immediately wonder if girls will be there. I've been watching the whole movie up to this point. All right, you guys are all on notice. They drive through an entire ska mix CD. But when they get to the house, they find it empty. Instead of assuming they got the wrong house, or the party's been canceled, they come to the most logical conclusion that this is—
Is that a Fortnite skin?
The wrong house, or the party's been canceled, they come to the most logical conclusion that this is actually all an elaborate haunted house that's been set up just for them.
Okay. All right, maybe not the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Send this thing back to the lobby.
The scares get a little more impressive, like when Tyler sees a creepy girl on the stairs. Oh, sick, there are girls here. This house in real life is the Woodbury Story House in Altadena, California. It's been used at a bunch of stuff, such as Amityville Horror, The Evil Escapes, Attack of the Killer Donuts, and the music video for Sale by AWOL Nation. Just like with Amateur Night, this segment features dudes on a night out with a hidden camera. But I'm happy to report that we finally have a segment where the dudes behind the camera aren't trying to get a girl to take her clothes off. I am waiting for a contradictory clip to play. Oh, we're good. great. And by the way, I think that's fine in like one, maybe two of these segments, because it works well as a shorthand to show what kind of a guy a character is when you only have 10 or so minutes to tell a story. But when it's every single segment except for one, it's just kind of exhausting. This sweet but scary segment was made by friends of the channel Radio Silence. Tyler Gillette plays the nanny camming Tyler, while his co-directing partner Matt Bettinelli-Olpin plays Matt the Pirate. They're joined by their steadfast producer Chad Villela, dressed as the Unabomber, and Paul. I don't know you, Paul, but thank you for your service. Radio Silence is all over our channels, having created Ready or Not, Scream 5, and Scream 6. In fact, Tara's pirate costume in Scream 6 is a nod to Matt's costume in this segment. VHS was a natural progression from their viral 2010 found footage short, Mountain Devil Prank Fails Horribly. That video is how producer Brad Miska learned of them and is similarly about normal dudes on an adventure that takes a turn.
Our focus was to make something about really good, average guys that make the right decision and then get punished for that, unfortunately.
They shot the segment in HD, then recorded it onto an analog tape since it didn't feel real until it looked like crap. The group starts to feel let down by how low-key this is.
You think about what we're doing right now, we're walking through a house.
But that's when they hear chanting coming from upstairs. They follow it to find an occult ritual happening in the attic, and they can't help but join in like it's delusion and this'll unlock a story path.
Cast him down! Cast him down! Cast him down! Cast him down!
The fun and games end when the tied-up woman starts getting slapped around for real. The boys immediately step in to save her, but are stopped when two cultists get pulled into the rafters by an unseen force. The crew bids a hasty retreat downstairs and almost escapes the haunted house. But Tyler slams the brakes and says they need to help the lady because—
Are you serious? You don't know? Niggas get around the hose and do anything.
They're rude boys and not rude boys. They pick it up, and turn around to rescue her. They get into the attic where Chad takes down the cult leader while Tyler gets tackled. He's saved when his attacker is beset by Halloween heartburn before being pulled into the ceiling. They manage to free the screaming lady and carry her downstairs where this haunted house is hitting critical levels of spooky. Wait, are they in the Blumhouse? They avoid all the vase hurling and poltergeist chairs, but find their exit blocked by a
You
magic—
see all this happening. After you grabbed the lady, this wasn't happening on the way down. When y'all were just trying to leave, this wasn't happening. Drop the bitch. Yo. No.
door that looks like a face and ghostly grabby hands. They reroute themselves through the basement and escape through the cellar door. I like how in the movie's other segments, there are glitches in the tapes that cut to a naked chick or someone who's been murdered, but this one just cuts to the guys grilling hot dogs in the park. They're nice boys. Tyler and Matt carry the girl to the car so they can drive her to a nearby hospital using an unwieldy paper map to navigate. RIP guys, you just barely missed MapQuest. Before they can reach the hospital, their car stalls out and the woman vanishes with a scream. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Hello. An approaching horn makes them realize they're parked on—
You saved her life, and now she's about to suck your soul out, and not in the good way.
railroad tracks in a car they can't escape.
Fuck! Fuck! Cat! What the fuck, man? Lock the door!
Get out
The movie ends with these good Samaritans getting smashed into a staticky title card. And yes, we'll count them as dead here since this is the canonical ending. But just for fun, Radio Silence filmed a much happier alternate ending.
Wow, crazy night. You know what? I know where I was looking at the map. I know where we are. I can get us home. Don't worry. There's a bus stop right up here.
Up there on the left?
Yeah, up there on the left. Sorry, guys.
Hey,
that was a hell of a Halloween, though.
How many people were ejected from life in this analog anthology? Let's find out and get to the
Hey,
numbers.
why does this one say Writer Tim on it?
I'm calling about 10 people
I
dead.
didn't put that there, did you? No, I did not put a creepy tape that says writer.
Shut the fuck up. Hello? Jason the Wing.
Oh, he has his computer selected by the state of his...
Okay, I don't really care that much. Yo. Okay, bro. Tell me how many people died.
7 minutes. And with 6
22?
segments, including the wraparound,
off
the
by that
movie
far.
had an average of 3.67 kills per segment. We'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill to Shane. It's a fitting end to a douchey character, and it happens at the hands of the film's coolest monster. Dome Machete for lamest kill will go to Brad, since none of those a-holes should go out as peacefully as an off-screen disappearance. And that's it! VHS came out in 20...
So, hey, More VHSs, so I guess we're good though. Shit.
Got that pack, I'm back on the party. So it nice to go berserk.